So I think that stock is going to start dropping and start.
Did this show just become a stock advisory show?
No, but well, trust me, man. I've already readjusted some 401k stuff and a few investments that I have to much safer grounds.
Oh, you're starting to prepare.
Yeah, it's happening. It's going to happen. It's going to bust. Don't know when, but it's going to bust soon.
You think it's going to happen while Trump's in office?
Yeah, probably will.
You think it'll happen that soon?
Yeah, but I mean, look at back in the 90s. We had the Triad Healthcare deal. Man, I had a bunch of Triad stock.
I remember that
because I worked for the hospital, and it tanked.
Yeah,
and I lost everything. And then I built stuff back up, and in 2008, shit tanked, and I lost a lot. We lost a lot on paper, but I didn't jump out. It came back, but yeah, man,
it's all just in cycles, man.
Yeah, but I'm just it's about time.
For it to cycle.
Yeah, you can have a bear market for a while, and then it's about time to start protecting your shit. It's either buy gold or silver.
Gold.
Yeah, something that's going to be protective. I mean, or if you dare do it, wondering if there's going to be end times soon, I would highly suggest investing in firearms.
That's always a solid one to do.
Well, because at some point, if this ever happens, at some point, that's going to be your money.
Yeah, you have to barter with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if not, firearms just keep increasing in value. So.
Yeah, one of the few things you can get your hands on that.
Yeah. Yeah, it may take a little longer, but it's always a safe bet. So that's the way I feel. I don't know how these refugees on Tumblr feel.
This is a crazy movement on Tumblr right now. Or I'm sorry, on Twitter. So since Tumblr shit-canned all the adult content on their site and shut all the Tumblr pages down that contained any, all those people have now moved to Twitter, and their accounts are hashtag Tumblr Refugee. I don't know why I think that's so funny, but all of them, man, it's not listed in the trending hashtags. I don't know how, because I have run across more accounts that have Tumblr Refugee hashtag. So I'm just glad. That's the one thing. I guess Twitter probably censors right-wing political statements like the rest of them do. But God bless them for allowing people to express themselves and put adult content on their site. I told you, Twitter actually started another site called OnlyFans.com. And the entire reason behind starting that was for amateur models to post adult pictures. So, I guess Twitter's going to step up and just welcome all these people and say, hey, you can put your shit here. We're not going to bother you.
Well, which is cool, but, they're calling themselves Tumblr Refugees. Well, hey, guess what? Somebody just built a wall on your fucking Tumblr shit.
Yeah, they did. And walls work. We've already been over this. Walls work. Even walls on the internet apparently work.
Yeah, they do. Firewalls, too. So my firewall works so good that there's certain shit that I want to do, and I can't do it because my firewall won't let me, and I have to go in and change the settings on it so I can do what I got to do, and then I'll go back and change the settings back.
Man, that's too much techie shit for me.
Well, it is, but, even when we publish this podcast to Spreaker, which Spreaker.com. Awesome folks. They host our podcast. Cost me $20 a month.
You guys, if you don't have iTunes for some reason, you don't have Google Play for some reason, Spreaker.com, you can search the Tiddy and Shiner Show, and our goofy asses will pop up.
Yep, and soon we will be also on iTunes.
We are on iTunes.
We are on iTunes now.
Yep, we're on iTunes. We're not on our iHeartRadio yet.
iTunes, yeah, that's right. iHeartRadio. I had it wrong. iHeartRadio and Spotify.
Oh, Spotify too. Okay,
yeah,
we're taking over the world.
Yeah, we are.
We're not messing around with season 2. We're not messing around with season 2. If you guys have kept up with us through social media, at least on Instagram and Twitter, you have seen our promotional graphics are even a little bit different this season.
Quite a bit, and Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets are definitely the thing. If you've gone back into the episode, we talked about our episodes. We talked about Shiner for a girl comes over to his house, he don't like the sun to rise on him. So
I do not.
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, whenever the business is done, he'll make sure that you leave with a full belly with a hot pocket.
My mama raised me right, man. You send people out the door with a full belly, so you get a hot pocket in your hand before you exit Camp Shiner.
Well, now the Tiddy and Shiner show have a hot pocket girl.
The hot pocket girl was actually featured in the promo pic for season 2 coming at you. So you guys will probably be seeing the hot pocket girl pop up here and there and some promotional stuff we do.
You bet. And she's going to be our hot pocket girl this season. And if there's any other listeners who feel they can be a hot pocket girl,
contact us.
tiddyandShinerShow@gmail.com. And of course, Twitter, T&S Show, spell out the end. Instagram, Tiddy_and_Shiner, spell the end. And on Facebook, Tiddy and Shiner Show. iTunes, Google Play. We're getting everywhere, dude.
Yeah, I love it. And anybody that wants to throw their hat in the ring and maybe be featured as a hot pocket girl, contact us. We'll see what we can come up with.
If we can come up with enough, we might be able to have the hot pocket girl of the month and make a calendar.
Oh yeah, we may come out with a 2020 now. 2020 hot pocket girl.
Yeah, so make this happen. We need 11 more of you. 11 of you. Send us some headshots and some body shots. It doesn't have to be naked. If we make this calendar, it's not going to be naked. I guarantee you'll be wearing something that says Hot Pocket on it.
Yeah, that's the one stipulation.
Well, you remember every once in a while my bits of narcolepsy?
Yes, I do.
Where I just
I do.
Fall asleep wherever I am. Last week, I was out of town working, and I was in a hotel room in Shawnee, Oklahoma. And we have a good friend that lives in Shawnee. What's up, F-Bomb?
F-Bomb!
And I wish I could have got with you, but we were working, 12 hours during the day and beat. So I wouldn't have had time to come see you. But anyways, the toilet was really comfortable. And I got up in the middle of the night. Well, when I get up in the middle of the night, I sit down to pee. I don't stand up to pee because if I stand up to pee, I get this shit fucking everywhere. So if I sit down to pee, I'm A-okay, just as long as the wiener's pointing downward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I always look at the time when I go pee. And the reason being is that sometimes I will fall asleep on the toilet. And sometimes I will fall asleep and fall forward and actually hit the ground, or fall sideways and hit the ground. For 1 hour and 23 minutes, I slept on a toilet in Shawnee, Oklahoma, and never fell.
Okay, my first question is when you came to and you got up, were your legs just, first off, could you get up? Were your legs asleep?
Yeah, they were asleep. Straight up asleep. I had to lift like one butt cheek off and let the feeling get back a little bit in that leg, and then put it down and lift the other butt cheek and get the feeling. And I figured that took me about 5 minutes. And so when I got back to my bed, it was a total of about 1 hour and 28 minutes. Well, I subtracted 5 minutes for trying to get the feeling back. That's an hour and 23 minutes. That's a record for not falling.
Is this a new record?
Yeah, it's a total new record for me.
Dude, you probably, if you were a mouse in that room, you probably look like you're dead sitting there.
Yeah, but I mean, this shit can happen anywhere. And I can feel it coming on. So when I feel it coming on, if I'm driving and I feel it coming on, I just pull over the side.
You go out. Now, when you go out in these little narcoleptic fits, do you dream?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's true narcolepsy, dude. When you go to sleep that quick and you dream, that's narcolepsy.
Yeah, and actually, they're dreams that seem more vivid than when I actually sleep. But it does. It can happen anywhere for me. And if I'm driving, like I said, I can feel it coming on, so I'll just pull over the side of the road, and I'll go out. And I'm usually not out more than about 10 minutes most. It's almost like a really good nap. And then,
do you feel rejuvenated after?
Yeah, I actually do.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, there's times where like here's the crazy part. So I'll go pee and not fall asleep on the toilet, and I'll make it back to the bed and sit on the side of the bed and fall asleep before I lay down.
Really?
So I'll still be sitting up. I have a hole in my wall to prove.
Oh yeah, you told me you went through the wall. Oh well, shit. I mean, between your narcolepsy and my asthma, I mean we're cheating death on a daily basis. We're like stuntmen.
Oh well, I'm on board, so I'm totally okay with this. I should have been a long time ago, to be honest.
Fucking falling asleep for almost an hour and a half on a toilet.
It's great. It's good. You know, the ability to fall asleep is amazing. My wife hates it because when I go lay down in bed, it ain't 30 seconds.
Every time?
Every time. It's just instant sleep.
Dang, dude. I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I fall asleep fast, but I usually stay awake until my body just won't stay awake anymore, and then I just am out.
Well, it's kind of a gift until you're in the middle of a workday and you fall asleep on a toilet at a convenience store.
That could be inconvenient.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call and it wakes you up and you're like, oh my God, what the fuck? I just fell asleep. So you pull your pants up and all that mess and you get in your car, and when you sit down, it's like squish. Oh, I pooped, didn't I? I didn't wipe my butt. So you have to go back and wipe the anal chocolate off.
Was that a story you fell asleep on the toilet too?
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is, if me and you are ever together and you run in a quick trip real quick and you're gone for more than 9 minutes, I better go see if you're asleep on the fucking toilet.
Yeah. Come save me before I freaking fall over and hit the floor, because I don't want to hit the floor in a quick trip. That's a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah, that ain't no lie. They're usually pretty clean, but it's still a public bathroom.
Yeah, it is. It is. So listen, anybody out there, if you guys have ever had an anal bleaching, or for God's sakes, if you've ever had an anal mold for chocolate, we want to talk to you. Please.
As soon as possible.
Get a hold of us, tiddyandShinerShow@gmail.com. We seriously want to talk to you. For the rest,
and this isn't setting you up to make fun of you. Like, I got some legit questions.
Legit questions. And we can, if need be, we would love to have an interview with you, and you can be totally anonymous. We don't care about that. We just, I want to find somebody who's actually done it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Anybody listening, and if you know anybody, get them in touch with it. I'm like you, man. I want to talk to somebody who's done one or both of these procedures. I guess that's what you call it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think having a mold made of your butthole is
for sure. And for all of our friends out there that are with us on Twitter and Instagram, retweet. You know, if we send something funny out there and you like it, retweet it.
Yeah, we've got a lot of traffic from Sammy Snapchat. He's been showing up every now and then. So
we're gonna get Sammy on maybe next.
Sammy Snapchat. He keeps showing up with the story of Christmas and some New Year's resolution workouts, and Sammy Snapchat keeps showing up, and he seems to get a lot of traffic. So you guys retweet that stuff, tag us in anything you want to tag us in. We'll retweet anything we find that you guys are posting that is pretty humorous. So let's set Twitter on fire.
For sure. Sammy and his ham bone. That one made me laugh my ass off. So, and I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about this. Since we're in Tulsa, there's an award show that happens in March called the We Are Tulsa Music Awards. And if you guys are in the area or live around the area, support this, man. This is all about Tulsa music. It doesn't include anybody else. It's just us. And we kind of dig that. You know, Tiddy and Shiner Show is going to be there. We will probably have a little bit of merch and a few things to give away. So if you listen to us and come up to us, talk to us, get your tickets at wearetulsamusic.com and give them a look and support them. Could be supporting local music as much as we can. These guys get out there and bust their butt, and they spend their own money, and they go in the hole to have a little bit of fun playing music for our enjoyment. So get out there and give them some support.
If you guys are not from around Tulsa, you guys try to try to do some research on YouTube. Find some Tulsa music acts, man. We've got a music scene here is off the chain. So, yeah, we definitely got some great local music.
Yeah, I'd say we rival Austin.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, we got a bunch of cool sounds. We got a bunch of cool groups together. Some solo acts that are absolutely amazing. So yeah, if you guys are into listening to music from people that aren't signed,